You are a clown.
We will continue to speak out against wrongdoing.
Why won't you step down?
Well, for the first time in many weeks, Dolton trustees and Mayor Tiffany Henyard held a public meeting together, but not at...
Prepare yourself for a serious tea as we delve into the most recent drama from Dolton, Illinois. I promise you won't believe what's happening with none other than Mayor Tiffany Henyard. This situation is crazy. Why is it all like something from a movie? Only this is the reality of existence. If you thought politicians were dull, wait till you hear about Henyard's transformation of a routine village board meeting into a full-fledged political circus. Brace yourself.
South suburban politician Tiffany Henyard appears to have lost control of both governments.
So, picture...
Imagine this. The Dolton Village Board is assembled on a typical evening to discuss the usual dull topics, such as budgets, real estate sales, and other boring government business. Then, as if she were the star of her own reality show, Mayor Henyard makes a grand entrance. And no, she doesn't just roll in quietly. Instead, she enters with her entourage, all of whom are very confident, and drops a bombshell that leaves everyone in the room stunned. She declares that she is vetoing every single bill the trustees. The trustees are the ones who represent the people of Dolton and are elected to make decisions for the community. However, here's Henyard essentially saying, "No, I'm the boss here, and I make the rules." And the best part was that she did it with such flair that it seemed like she was channeling her inner dictator. As she vetoed the bills, she reportedly said, "This is mine." Can you imagine the audacity of this gesture?
Special board meeting because business has not gotten done at 2 previous meetings, so that's some progress there. But this meeting was not without its fair share of tech.
To give you a better understanding of what has been happening in Dolton, let's go back a little. Since her election as mayor in 2021, Tiffany Henyard's reign has been characterized by controversy, ranging from claims of financial mismanagement to claims that she handled public funds like her own piggy bank. Henyard has made headlines for all the wrong reasons, but this most recent act of jeering at every item the trustees passed is unprecedented, and the ones she vetoed. In order to address some serious financial issues, the village had to make important decisions. For instance, one of the bills was to get a commercial appraisal for the sale of the Melanie Fitness Center, a property that has been costing the village far more than it is worth. The trustees wanted to sell it to save money and avoid raising taxes, but Henyard intervened and stopped it with her veto. Talk about power moves, huh?
Henyard's landlord showed up here to see her tenant in person after she says Henyard has been dodging both her and rent payments for months.
But this is where it gets even stranger. When Henyard made her dramatic statement, everyone in the room gasped in amazement, and some people even muttered incredulously. It sounded like something from a soap opera. And everyone was wondering, did she really just do that? Who does she think she is? It's one thing to veto a measure here and there, but to veto everything that's next-level power tripping. As far as she is concerned, the people elected her to make. She is the one in charge and will make the decisions whether people like it or not, and she is not going to allow the trustees to undermine her authority. However, not everyone is buying what she is selling. Critics claim that this is just another instance of Henyard going too far and attempting to turn Dolton into her personal kingdom. And when you consider everything else she has been accused of, it's difficult not to see it that way.
That she leased to Mayor Tiffany Henyard has filed eviction papers. She says Henyard has not paid her rent, and now...
Let's briefly discuss the Melanie Fitness Center. This place has been a major financial burden on the village. It costs more to maintain than it brings in, and it's essentially just sitting there being used for random parties occasionally. The trustees decided it would be wise to sell the property to raise some money and stop wasting it on maintenance and utilities. But Henyard, nah. She has other PL, so she vetoed the sale, leaving the village with a property that is losing cash. To make matters worse, she once put up a sign outside the fence. John Marks, a trustee and one of Henyard's most vocal local critics, didn't hold back after the meeting. He called the Henyard veto a direct assault on the democratic process, and he has a point. The trustees are elected to represent the people, and when they veto everything they pass, she's essentially saying that their voices, and thus the voices of the people, don't matter. She says that Henyard's decisions are costing the village time. At the end of the day, the village needs solutions, not more drama, and Henyards are making it more difficult for the trustees to accomplish anything. Mark said this is about serving Dalton residents, not personal politics or power grabs.
Shift tonight as another board meeting got canceled because of a lack of a quorum.
And that came after a disagreement about where to hold the meeting as trustees expressed concerns for their safety.
However, this latest veto isn't an isolated incident. Rather, it's part of a larger pattern with Henyard. Since taking office, she has been in the news for all the wrong reasons, including rumors that she is using the village's funds, such as her personal credit card, and accusations of reckless spending. Former Chicago Mayor Lori Foote even conducted an investigation into Dalton's finances, and the findings were startling. The village's general fund balance experienced a significant decline from a surplus of more than $5 million in 2022 to a deficit of about $4 million by mid-2024. Swing, and it has left many people wondering where all that money went. If you think that's terrible, you should hear about the buying habits of Henyard. Reports indicate that she has been using the village's credit card for a variety of personal purchases, including thousands of dollars on websites like Wayfair, Amazon, and Target. One report even stated that she spent $43,000 on Amazon in a single day, which begs the question, what could you possibly need that costs $43,000 on Amazon? It's unbelievable, so it's understandable that some are wondering if Henyard is capable of leading.
It's a power grab, that's it. Power and money grab.
But in addition to the criticism she's receiving from the public and the trustees, Henyard is also dealing with a federal investigation. Yes, you read correctly. The FBI is looking into her spending patterns and how she's been handling the village's finances. To be honest, it's about time, because with everything that's been going on, it's obvious that something is wrong, and people are demanding answers. You would think that with all of this pressure on her, she would be trying to keep quiet and patch things up, but she's doubling down instead. It's true that she has even made hints about her intention to have her political rivals arrested. Henyard recently went on Facebook Live and made some pretty bold statements about how she's going to press charges against those who have been lying about her. She didn't specify the specific crimes they committed, but she made it clear that she's prepared to fight back. After all, this sounds like something from a reality show. We've seen political rivalries before, but when Henyard threatens to arrest her opponents, it's a whole new level of drama.
We talked to Tiffany Henyard's landlord, and she says she came to this Thornton Township meeting Tuesday night hoping to get paid what she says she's owed.
Not only is Henyard dealing with political unrest and a federal investigation, but she is also facing eviction from her own home. Yes, you read correctly. The mayor of Dalton is facing eviction for non-payment of rent, as per her landlord. She and her boyfriend have been paying rent since August, and now they owe thousands of dollars in back rent and late fees. To make matters worse, they even changed the locks on the house to keep the landlord out. Can you imagine the landlord who once considered Henyard? A friend said she had enough and is taking them to court to get them out of the house. Landlord Janet Toll claimed that after she increased the rent by $200, Henyard's boyfriend, Camel Woods, claimed they couldn't afford it. Now consider that both Woods and Henyard earn over $300,000 annually, which is a substantial sum of money. How are they finding it difficult to pay an additional $200 per month? It doesn't add up, and people are beginning to wonder how someone who makes that much money can't afford rent. She has attempted to serve them with eviction papers, but they have so far evaded being served, according to Hull. It's a disaster. Why all of this? And it's just another instance of how Henyard's personal life is getting out of hand.
Just here because I'm at wit's end, and I fear that I'm going to go into foreclosure soon if I can't.
Henyard is still pursuing her political career in spite of everything. In fact, she recently declared that she is running for re-election. That's correct. Despite the federal investigation, the eviction drama, and the ongoing criticism from the community, she is confident that she will be elected mayor again. To be honest, you have to admire her confidence because she is facing a difficult path, but she isn't backing down from her announcement. She even stated that she expects to win in a landslide. Going to give her another chance, and let's not forget how the fans have responded to everything. I can assure you that they are not holding back. One fan said, "Henyard needs to be beat out of office, period." Can you really blame them? With everything that's been happening, it's difficult to understand how Henyard keeps leaving the village. One fan suggested that they need a federal judge to judge her, but the local judges have refused to release her or overturn the verdict. People are worn out and don't hesitate to voice their displeasure.
Say it. No one, and I repeat, no one can run circles around me when it comes to public service.
But what do you think?
However, do you believe that Henyard's tenure as mayor is coming to an end, that she still has a chance to make things better, that the people of Dolton will forgive her for the mess she's created, or that this is the beginning of the end for her political career? Please let us know in the comments below, and remember to hit like. Additionally, subscribe for more updates on this crazy tale. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. I feel like this is far from finished, so we'll be watching it closely.